Massacre. Police will hold embattled Good News International pastor Paul Mackenzie and 18 co-accused for 3 more days. The Shanzu Senior Principal Magistrate Joe Omido has directed that the matter, in which the Director of Public Prosecution wants to continue holding the suspects for 90 more days, be handled by his Shanzu colleague SPM Yusuf Shikanda. Earlier today, the controversial pastor and 6 accomplices were released and later on arrested after Principal Magistrate Ivy Wasike said the Malindi Magistrate Court does not have the power to handle the case due to the limitations in the court's jurisdiction.
Drama ensued at Malindi Magistrate Court after controversial Pastor Paul Mackenzie and 6 other suspects were discharged shortly before being taken back to custody. This is after Principal Magistrate Ivy Wasike was handling the miscellaneous application that allowed Mackenzie and 6 others to be held in police custody for 14 days, ordered for Mackenzie's release and the closure of the case.
This miscellaneous file is therefore closed. And in regard to these miscellaneous files, the suspects are at liberty unless they are again otherwise lawfully held.
According to the principal magistrate, the charges against the suspects, which include radicalization, terrorism, murder, and money laundering, cannot be handled at the magistrate court, directing the prosecutors to a specialized court in Shanzu.
Any application for bail can be made before the specialized court once they are arraigned, or counsel can move the High Court appropriately for anticipatory bail.
This coming just hours after the investigators visited Mackenzie's church on Monday night after angry residents stormed the property and vandalized the church's perimeter wall and gate.
To enable us to make the relevant application.
The release and subsequent rearrest has rubbed his lawyers the wrong way, saying it could be a ploy to detain their client on frivolous charges. Mackenzie and his co-accused would later be arraigned in Shanzu law courts, where they'll be detained for 3 days, after which the court will rule on a petition by the DPP to hold Mackenzie and company for 90 days to complete investigations.
Considering that I'm currently handling another file, miscellaneous application number E075 of 2023, the one for the pastor, which relates somewhat to the instant matter, I will order and direct that the instant application proceeds before my brother, Honorable Yusuf Shikanda, but not today and not tomorrow, because I know he has a very long list tomorrow, the day after tomorrow.
The court's decision has elicited mixed reactions among different stakeholders, with human rights activists celebrating the decision, which they say will allow the prosecution to increase charges against the suspect in light of recent developments on the case.
Tunafurahi ya kwamba charges zitazidi na vile tunavyoendelea mili inaendelea kupatikana, so the number of counts za case ambayo imemkabili itakuwa zaidi.
Experts, however, say the decision is a result of the limitations surrounding the magistrate courts, saying the country should anticipate more investigations going forward.
If he was charged in a high court has what we call original and universal jurisdiction, so it can try any offense. Magistrates court have certain limitations of what they can try. So what I believe happened to Mr. Mackenzie is that he was discharged under, I think, Section 87 of the Criminal Procedure Code, but then rearrested so that then he can face the charges in a proper court.
Zainab Mohammed, T47.